the road today.
Hey, welcome back from lunch, everyone. If we could have you take your seat, that would be wonderful. All right. I would love to get a couple of shares. What have you guys been learning this so far? This is your third day. I would love to know, think in your mind, what is your favorite thing that you have learned so far? Anyone who wants to share, I'm going to get 2 shares. Anybody?
I like that.
Take the microphone here.
John Canopy Orem.
Hello, John.
I like the 10 Commandment thing, or 10 Commandments for myself. And I just learned a lot from that. I still need to go home and write that on my mirror, so I repeat it to myself every day, but I will do that.
Great. Awesome. Good job. Thank you. All right, we got time for one more. Yes, right here.
Right here.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm John's wife, Rachel Canopy from Orem. And I was actually able to apply one of the principles today. And I was so proud of myself. So my husband and I decided that we were going to go out to eat and we didn't know where to go. And I was like, hey, we should go to Crown Burger because that's where you and your family go sometimes. And he was like, okay. And we were thinking of getting this lovely lady right here in front of me a cake because she never got to celebrate her birthday.
Oh.
So, and that's not the point of the story. But that is a nice bonus to the story. So we were like, well, if we go to Costco and go pick up a cake, we won't be able to, we'll leave our parking spot and the parking area that we are, and we won't be able to get back in without paying more money. And I was like, well, if Heavenly Father wants us to do it, there will be some sort of magical way. So here we are, and we go to Crown Burger, and we go to eat, and while we're there, it says to us on one of the little signs that you can park there for the rest of the day if you spend more than $14. I was like, oh, we just spent $20. Oh, thanks. Totally cool. So, okay, so, is this working? I don't know. I can yell really loud.
That's okay.
Do it.
So what happened at Crown Burger?
Anyways, so while we were at Crown Burger, we saw the sign and we had spent more than $14. So we were like, great, we can leave our parking spot to go park at Crown Burger. So we went to Costco and we got her a cake. And on the way to, the point of the story is on the way to Crown Burgers, we're walking through this giant parking lot. I'm like, I'm so sorry that we can't leave our parking spot because I didn't know that Crown Burger was going to have this deal. So I was like, I'm so sorry, John, and I'm validating, and I'm like, I know you want to help, and I know that you have good intentions, and you just want to make people feel good. And I was like, and in my head I was like, okay, Heavenly Father, if you really want us to do this, because this is important, you will find a way for us to do it. And he found a way for us to do it. And so the point of the story is that I validated, but we were able to find a way to bring more love and more happiness to this girl right here.
That's wonderful. I'm so excited because you're already applying and using the principles that you've been learning from this wonderful conference in your life. And I am really excited to introduce you guys to myself today. I am Jennifer Henderson, and I'm a transformational massage therapist. I'm a healing and life wholeness wealth coach. And I'm here because I've discovered something. I've discovered 3 keys to living a happy and full life and loving yourself. Now, I wanted to tell you about a little story. So when I was a girl, I was just this energetic, passionate girl who lived life to the fullest. I loved to dance and to sing, and I would do art, and I had so much fun in life. I loved movement and expression and friends, and I had a lot of fun. Now there came a point in time in my life where I ended up being in a 4-wheeler accident and I broke my back. Now when that happened, I was terrified that I would never be able to walk again, let alone dance. Did not know what would happen to me. When I was finally able to get out of that hospital bed, it had been 3 months to let my back heal. And I was moving and thankful for life. But my body had changed dramatically. My muscles had atrophied in a very deep way. And I was only 14 years old at this point. And I did not know what I was going to do. But I knew deep down inside of myself, I was not going to stay in that play. I was going to pick myself up, and within a year, I was dancing again. And I was performing on stages, and I had performed in 3 different continents, and won all these different awards. I even became Miss Teen Utah. Woo! Yes! Even with a not perfect shape. Because you see, I could not lose that weight that I had gained from that accident. I did not know what to do. It would not leave my body. And as the years went on, it just stayed. And I found myself being 17 and on the drill team. And we were getting ready for state championship finals. And we were watching the playback on the TV from a rehearsal to see, okay, are we all in sync? What do we need to improve on to make sure that we can win this state championship, because we had an amazing drill team. And we were watching the playback video. And I remember looking at the screen and going, oh my gosh. There was one spot in the whole thing that was somebody was extremely out of sync with everybody. And we rewound it, and the whole team huddles around this TV screen. And we're like, who is it? And I'm like, oh, it's me. And I sat there. And I wanted to do more than just cry. Because the reason why I couldn't do this move and hold it the full 10 counts is because my body physically could not be in that pose for that long because of my back fracture. We had to stand on one foot and hold our foot up here in the air in a Y shape for 10 seconds. And I could not hold it there for more than 4. It was a miracle. I stretched with my willpower to get into that position, and I could not physically hold that pose. And because of that, I started to doubt myself really bad. I started to tear myself down inside. I started to tell myself all kinds of horrible things. And then my drill coach called me in. She started talking to me, and I thought for sure she's going to bring this up. Because it was on my mind. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm ruining the team. I am holding the team back. She started talking to me about all these other things. But you know what happened? I'd given up on myself. And that day, I quit. Quit the one thing that brought me joy in this world. That was the first day of a whole long line of giving up on myself. I started to gain lots of weight. Creating lots of medical conditions and illnesses, till I ended up 230 pounds. A really bad illness in the hospital, dying. Now today, we're going to learn how to claim your life back. Who's ready? Who would like to learn?
Right.
You want to know what this taught me? Let me tell you something real fast. Through this journey, I have been able to use this tool that I'm about to show you. I have used this tool to not only bring joy back into my life and happiness, but to also lose 67 pounds since March. Elevated wholeness. To me, each of us have the opportunity to find how we can be whole inside. What what makes each one of us unique and different. Because there's something very different about each one of us. But I have found 3 specific steps that have helped with that. Yes, with the weight loss, I have done good nutrition and exercise. But I have found that even with doing those things, I could not lose that weight off of my body until I changed my mindset and my heart. So the first thing is you're going to live with joy. So tell me, how many of you experience joy on a regular basis?
I'm starting to.
I love it. The more and more that we feel joy in our hearts and in our bodies, we are at peace with ourselves. And our body listens and responds to us. Now I have found with myself, I've chosen to have joy in movement in my life. So what movement in your life brings you joy? It could be walking, it could be running, it could be dancing. It could be any kind of a physical movement. It could be just being in joy. But we are beings of physical movement and life. We're not meant to just sit and be sedentary. I encourage each of you to figure out what kind of movement makes you happy. You want to hear something really funny? So I always knew that I loved to dance, and it would bring me lots of joy. But I found something else out. I started working with a trainer who encouraged me to run. And I used to tell, I've been a massage therapist for 17 years. And when I would go and volunteer and do sports massage and all of those athletes, and I would watch them, I'm like, they just beat up their bodies. I'm like, oh, I will just help them so they can walk off the field to their car, but I will never be a runner. I told myself many, many times. Guess what I'm doing now? I am running, and it is so much fun because I get a music and a beat, and I'm running to the beat, and I realize I love being in motion, and I did not know that before. Something I thought that I completely hated has bring me so much joy now in my life, and I'm up to running 6 miles now in a very short period of time. So be careful what you say you'll never like. You never know what you might just like. So joy. Loving your food. Having joy with your food. Having joy in your life with your friends and your family. And the next thing is to live with love. One thing that I learned about myself is that when I was starving myself, I was not loving myself. When I was trying to starve myself skinny, I thought that's the only way, nothing else is working. Did not work. But when I saw myself for who I was and loved myself exactly how I was, physically and mentally and emotionally, then the pounds started to fall off. Then I started loving my food that I would eat, and I would eat living, wholesome food that made me feel good in my body when I ate it. And anything that I would eat and I would feel bad afterwards, I would choose to not eat it anymore. And it just made this lifestyle change so wonderful and easy. So it was living and eating and loving. I want everyone to go through an experience with me. I'm going to walk you through something really fast. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine. I want you to see your higher self. Somebody that you love inside. somebody who's got a light in their eyes, and a glow in their heart, and a strong mind. And I want you to love that person exactly where they're at. And I want you to imagine that it's like a little suit that you can take out of this picture and hold in front of you. And I want everybody to hold it out in front of them. And I want you to imagine that you love this so much, everything about yourself, the good things, the bad things. And then you take that and you step into it. And it's like putting on a swimsuit. And you feel it in your heart, and you feel it in your mind, and you see it radiating out from you. That is how you step into love and joy for yourself every day. Exactly how you are. Now take a deep breath and open your eyes. Okay, let's look at the third step. Gratitude. Living with gratitude. I found when I was thankful for my body that I was able to move and I wasn't paralyzed, I was a lot happier. When I was focusing on how my body would move and how it would look and how, like, all those negative things about it, and was not in gratitude, a lot of negative things started happening because that's what I kept feeding. But when I had gratitude and positiveness and love in myself, for myself, and was thankful for all of the things that came into my life, no matter how they showed up, it made my life so much happier. Thank you for this time that I had to share with you. Now, I have the opportunity to bring up somebody that you guys know. And he is an amazing person, an amazing mentor and teacher, and an amazing friend. He has inspired many. Give it up for Eric Bailey.
Big round of applause! So, my friends, we've talked about our relationship.